Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on Ethereum. We will take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 4-hour in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 4 hours. So while this here may look like a few weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past few days broken down into 4-hour time slices. I like to this time frame, and does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Friendly reminder, cryptos are open 24/7. So if you're watching this video 20 hours from after it's published, then yeah, the chart is going to look a little bit different for you. But my goal here from the presentation standpoint is to keep this video relevant for as long as possible, and I'm going to accomplish that by talking about more so general levels and then walking you through some questions, and based on how you answer those questions, that'll dictate the current status of the chart. So as of right now, the prices continue to make a very solid move. Literally, as I speak, there is this little red candle that's forming. But the interesting part is, yeah, it's red, but then you correspond that with the volume down here, and very, very little volume. Same thing's going on with Bitcoin right now. So yes, there's selling, but it's kind of sketchy selling in the sense of, well, there hasn't been much, oomph behind it in regards to, a massive amount of volume or anything like that. So just kind of an observation there. But the first question that you need to ask yourself, and let's just say you're watching this video 15 hours from after it was published, is where does the price stand in regards to that 200 period simple moving average, which on my chart is, via the pink line right there. So in other words, where's the price at relative to 112? If the price is still up above 112 when you're watching this, then take that as a sign that, the price maybe is just simply still going sideways, but it's going sideways at much higher levels than previously to where it was. So in other words, that would be a good, solid, healthy consolidation if, like I said, no matter what time you're watching this, the price is still up above the 112 mark. Now, if the price is down below 112, that does not mean that as you watch this, that implies the entire chart's broken or ruined or anything like that. But really the overall question, the overall level to watch, and the main question that revolves around it is just keep an eye on that purple line right there, the 50-period simple moving average, which is now crossed up above this former area of support that I've talked about on several occasions. So keyword there being moving, and while I'm not going to assign a numerical value to it, because as time goes on, this line here is going to continually move itself higher and higher. So in other words, or another way you could look at this is kind of as a trend line. In fact, I like to call moving averages trend lines for lazy people. If you don't feel like drawing a trend line, just let this trend line, quote unquote, draw itself for you. And from the grand scheme of it all, as long as this overarching long-term trend line has the price up above it, well, then that implies that the overall trend is fully in the bull's favor. As far as areas of resistance, and that question you can ask yourself. So if you are answering the question that the price is indeed still up above 112, then you can ask yourself, well, where's the price at relative to 120? And 120 is the area of resistance, which essentially is where the party stopped up here. So if you're answering the question that the price is up above 120, well, then that tells you that not only has the chart gone through a healthy consolidation here, but it's now gathered enough strength to, put a new breakout in, which is, bullish on all accounts. So use these general levels and walk yourself through those questions, and that'll dictate, the current status of the chart no matter when you're watching this video. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.